number C. Her latest CD is called Bette of Roses, getting rave reviews. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Bette Midler.
Thank you. For all I've been blessed with in this life, there was an emptiness in me. I was imprisoned by the power of gold. With one kind touch you set me free. Let the world stop turning, let the sun stop burning, let them tell me love's not worth going through. If it all falls apart, I will know deep in my heart the only dream that mattered had come true. In this life, I was loved by you. For every mountain I have climbed, every raging river crossed, you were the treasure that I longed to find. Without your love, I would be lost. Let the world stop turning, let the sun stop burning, let them tell me love's not worth going through. If it all falls apart, I will know deep in my heart the only dream that mattered had come true. In this life, I was loved by you. I know that I won't live forever, but forever I'll be loving you. Let the world stop turning, let the sun stop burning, let them tell me love's not worth going through. If it all falls apart, I will know deep in my heart the only dream that mattered had come true. In this life, I was loved by you. In this life, I was loved by you.
Oh,
Thank you,
great.
thank you, thank you. Whoa!
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Why don't we take a little break? You relax a sec, catch your breath, and we'll talk when we come back. More with Bette Midler right after this. A little nervous? You seem
Yeah, I
like
was a
it.
little nervous.
Why?
I don't do this too often, you know.
Oh, yeah, how many times have girls said that? Yeah,
Well,
right.
I Beg your pardon.
Please.
No, I don't. I do it once in a while. You know, I do it when I have something to promote. I do it when I have a picture to promote or a record to promote. I have a record to promote.
But you do it great.
Yeah, I'm doing great. I've done, for this record, really pulled out all the stops because I really love this record. It's one of the best ones I've ever made.
It's gotten wonderful reviews.
Thank you. I'm doing all the drive time shows. I've met every Brian and Mark, every Mark and Brian. I've met them all.
Because I remember the first one. See, I was at the first one.
That's right.
See, you don't remember this. See, I was the sort of the starry-eyed kid who would sort of follow you in the back, and I figured, you know, you came to Lenny's on the Turnpike.
One of my favorite gigs.
I was the house comic, and I figured I'll get friendly with the piano player. He'll introduce me to Bette. And of course, the piano player was Barry Manilow.
Barry Manilow, yeah. We had a great time.
Oh yeah.
We used to take picnics out on the. It was Lenny's on the Turnpike. It actually was on the Turnpike.
It was right on the. Right.
So you'd take a picnic out and you'd sit on the, you know, like the little hill that overlooked the freeway. You know, that's where you'd have your lunch. You'd have your lunch and you'd chat and schmooze. It really was on the Turnpike.
And the gig was right. It was literally on the Turnpike.
Yeah.
So as you're on stage, you hear beep beep.
Yeah.
I mean, cars going by all the time.
I loved it. I still see him every now and again, that guy. Lenny.
Yeah, Lenny? He was a great guy.
I still see a lot of those guys.
But you know, the era of those nightclubs has just gone. Because you used to have a nightclub like this size, and now, you know, with so much equipment and everything, you can't do your caliber of act really in small clubs because you can't do it. But Lenny's was like $8 ticket. They'd sell out every night in the smoky room.
That's right.
Oh man, those are great fun. Oh yeah.
So much fun.
That was great.
Sometimes I wish I could do that again, you know. But there's nowhere to play. There's so few rooms left, you know.
This room is just about that size.
This room is a great size, yes. You know, I used to play the Playboy Club.
Oh, the
Did you ever play the Playboy Clubs with the girls with the boobs up to their noses?
Yeah.
I used to think it was the tackiest gig ever, and you know, in retrospect, it looks so elegant and so chic. That's what time will do for you.
You know what I used to love about the Playboy Club? The girls used to have those costumes that were wire. So when they got out of the costume was still a costume. And I remember going in and talking to this one girl who was like 4'11", but she was sort of flat, but the costume came out to here. And if you stood over and looked down, you could see all the way to the bottom of the costume. I mean, she didn't even fill it out.
It stood out a little bit from her body. Oh, that's right. Right.
I know you did the bass and all that, but
yes,
you never
I did.
I was going to say...
I never did what?
No, I didn't. Well, sort of, not in what...
I used to play hotels. I started at the Improv with Bud Friedman. I really did start with him, and there was another club called Hilly's that I used to go to. You used to get to sing 3 songs a night, and you could go from club to club all over town. So you sing 3 songs on 24th Street, 3 songs on 48th Street, 3 songs on 61st Street. Yeah. You know, you just had to get there to sing them. And eventually I got to get together a little act, and I loved it. Those were the happiest days, except for go-go dancing. Those really were my happiest days. I was.
Were you really? Were you?
I was. Those were my happiest days. Ah, do I miss that? What was the best one? Was the Boogaloo. Of course now. Oh my God! I was in a cage. I was at Union City in a leotard and a wig. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, of course, it was like rubber band bars. You know, playing to 3 guys who were drinking beer. It was a very low-rent gig. Very, very low-rent gig.
But you never did any stripping.
No, I never did any stripping. Well, no, my God. No, they weren't quite ready for that. No. Put it on. Put it back on. But I'll tell you, those were my happiest days because it was so mindless.
Oh, those are great fun, because we used to see you at the Improv. Sometimes you would go on at 4 a.m.
Yes.
There'd be like a half a dozen people, and you'd come in and say, can we do 3 songs? Remember Dustin Hoffman was a piano player.
He wasn't my piano player.
No, but he was a piano player.
He did play piano.
Very early on, he would play at the Improv, and then you would come in, and I remember somebody, Bette's here, and they'd bump 2 comics. That would happen.
Well, it was 4 o'clock in the morning, my God.
But it was worth it. It was worth it.
Thank you.
But now you moved back to New York.
I did. I went back to New York. I had enough.
Really? Enough of what?
I had enough. Well, we had, let's see, the 2 years before I left, we had riots, floods, fires.
That's all in the Bible.
Well, yes, I know. Yeah, I was waiting for the locusts.
It's just locusts to come
Oh, my God. I never endured anything like that. Every day you break out into a cold sweat. What's it going to be today? Finally, I said, you know, I was in the earthquake, and I actually quite enjoyed the earthquake. I mean, I hate to say this, because I know people had so much damage and everything, but the power of it was it really woke you up. It really, I mean, it said, I'm here, and you better pay attention. And it was like, okay. And it was, and I loved it.
Really?
I mean, I love the idea that nature is still with us, even though people have tried so hard to, like, squash her. She's still there. I think that's fantastic. So I moved to New York, where we have other problems.
Yeah, yeah.
We don't have earthquakes, but we have...
I don't think Mother Nature even plays a part in New York City.
No.
There's not even a tree.
I've planted quite a few myself.
Really, in New York?
Oh, yes, I'm a big, big, big tree person.
And you got to be a... I mean, to bust through that concrete, you got to be a tree.
Honey, you need one of those things.
Oh, and also to break concrete, too. But, you know, hey... Are you going to do it? Are you going to do another song later?
I am.
All right, good, good, good. We'll be back right after this. Bette Midler.